guys, welcome back to a long Let's Play. That's what I'm going to start doing on the channel, guys. As you saw from my last breakdown video, this is one of the newer series I wanted to do, courtesy Games Planet. And as always, if you click the little drop arrow box, go down there, there'll be a reference code and a link to their website where you can get a snag a cheap discount. Use my reference link, it helps me out. Check out Games Planet if you haven't checked them out before. You should be very familiar with them. As usual, most of my games come from them, as I'm upfront with you guys, and anytime you use my reference link, so you guys know, I do get a portion of that, just like when you use 10% off, like control free code and all that. But courtesy of them guys, they gave me Kona. Kona sound very unique. It's set in 1970s, you're a detective going there. That's pretty much all I know. I like detective agencies, I love snow, and you're set somewhere in Alaska. But enough of that, let's jump in. I don't know what that... I don't know if I'm supposed to pick that in order. I really don't know. Man, it feels good to be back, boys. Okay, I'll say, is it loading? Is it frozen? What are we doing? Come on. Northern Quebec, October 1970.
Carl Faubert sought information for a living. That is to say that ever since he returned from Korea, after having served with the armed forces, he had been working as a private investigator in Montreal. William Hamilton, a rich industrialist, had gotten in touch with him regarding a simple
Is this me
vandalism
telling the
issue.
story of me?
Nothing to write home about. Not worth hiring a private eye either, just so he can drive for hours on rough roads. But that's how it had always been.
I liked his voice.
The client pays,
On rough
Carl
roads.
gets it done.
Thank you for turning back in to weekly nighttime Rod Angel Radio. Oh, sorry, enough of that. Oh, I'm driving? Word. Awesome. Most games don't let you do
He had
that.
set up to meet at the general store, his client's business. Well, actually, the entire village had William Hamilton's name written all over it.
I'm a little shaky with the mouse and keyboard, guys. I do apologize. How do I turn that crap off? Let's go. Come on. Oh, man,
When the
boys, stay on
roads
the
were
road.
bad,
Whoa,
muddy, or
boys.
snowed in, it was customary around these parts to close them off. But it was also customary to ignore those signs entirely and drive there anyway.
We're at the rest stop. Uh-oh. Next gen ship. Holy crap. What is that? I don't know exactly 100% what we're doing. Let me get situated. God, I'm not used to doing this. I'm used to the controller anymore. Even though I haven't been playing and recording lately, guys, F is a flashlight, is it G? See? E. Alright. I have been playing a lot of Call of Duty, throwback Call of Duty, where they brought, oh, I can't jump. They brought Black Ops 2 to backwards compatibility on Xbox One. I'm sure all of you are aware of that. And I've been playing that with my wife, because she is a big fanboy of that game. R to read. It will be good, mate. Northern Quebec and its inexhaustible resources. The province of Quebec sits on an inexhaustible abundance of natural resources. Why not take advantage of this? Our valuable minerals could travel the world and reach as places as far as Dallas, USA. Get involved and invest now. Quebec's economic might will be awakened. At the heart of the wilderness, the north is swarming with wolves, caribous bears, partridges, fox, snowy owls, and hordes of other majestic creatures that are every bit of equals of America's wildlife. We are the Africa of America. Come discover the north and experience a genuine white jungle. Welcome to the jungle. Yeah, that fun and games. You come to Quebec and you'll see snow and owls.
Hamilton never mentioned a road-blocking barrier. Why was it needed here in the back of Beyond? That would, however, be a mystery for another day.
I love how
Carl had waited long enough for someone to come and raise it. Hamilton is waiting for Carl in the general store. It was time for him to get down to business.
We're getting down to business, boys.
William Hamilton enjoyed a lavish country house built in the very heart of the northern
Yeah, turn that radio off.
Not too far from here. The local populace was divided.
No more music.
Some saw a wealthy philanthropist
Every time I go to
dedicated
talk.
improving the region's economy. Others,
I'll just let you talk while I play.
Who would do anything to further his fortunes. And those ones hated him enough to go on about scheming against him. Hamilton had recently acquired a few local businesses, but the last straw was the reopening of a mine, which gave rise to a wave of protests and threats from the Cree people. Given these circumstances, Carl reckoned that a good number of people must be feeling compelled to oppose Hamilton in one way or another. So far, only the industrialists had been a target, but soon enough, Carl thought, the target would become the man himself.
Oh my god, dude! I went to get a drink for 2 seconds, and you crashed the truck. Way to go. A few hours later.
Carl needed to get out
So my health and
the cold and the pain required urgent care.
What? Sorry, my webcam looks really bright. So I'm looking over there like you're over there talking to me. Welcome to Kona. I'm getting a new monitor. There's something wrong with my current monitor I have. I cannot get
the driver had taken off. It was still best to check it out and
can't get the color right.
Carl needed help. It was a small locked box engraved with the letters W.H. Carl thought about taking it. Nothing was to be left to chance.
Hard to read. Can't read a picture, apparently.
This deep in the country, his last hope was to find an abandoned garage or a farm by the roadside.
Well, let's find an abandoned garage. Oh, there's a building right there, boys. Let me in.
It was so cold. Already Carl did not feel his toes anymore.
I need wood. There's gotta be some wood around here. Ah.
Carl couldn't give up. Surely something in there could be useful. The flames won't grow without some help. Other materials were required.
Come on, come on. We need to find some wood. There's got to be something around here. Can I use this wood? Oh, thank God. Yes.
Even better than he had hoped. Carl Faubert had succeeded once more and was now on his way to new adventures.
Woohoo! Built that fire, baby. Anyone got any marshmallows? Is this s'mores? Nah? Okay. What am I supposed to do? Well, tab is flashlight. I'm supposed to start a fire out here? I don't know what this does. there like a basement underneath this thing? Okay, I built a fire. Do I chain this crap up? Is there an inventory? I have camera, map, journal, flashlight. Don't really understand what's going on here, but we're gonna do it, boys. One way or another, I'm gonna be, yeah. Get ya. Oh, that's not right. Maybe I built a fire, now I go? Because I did warm up. I really don't know, and I really do apologize. That's what oh. I have to do something back there. What am I missing? What am I missing? There's something I'm not quite understanding. Don't see anything yet. Well, I can't climb that. There's gotta be something to do with this house. Why am I able to just take logs? Is there something I'm supposed to do on this tower? Like, I do not understand. That didn't hurt me? Alright. What if I can't go prone, can I? What's the purpose of all this? There's nothing else for me to interact with. That's what's really, really bugging me about all this. What in the hell am I supposed to do? It does not allow me to jump in the house. Am I supposed to make food? A key is required to open this.
Carl, like many of his contemporaries, felt like he had more trouble breathing when he wasn't smoking. Cigarette was his own personal breathing assistant.
So I had all this time I figured out how to smoke. Right. What the hell am I missing?
Complaining was not in Carl's nature.
Well, probably because Carl knew what the fuck to do.
It would take more than light injuries to interrupt his investigation.
Maybe I can go back to the car now? Maybe there's something else I'm missing there. Because I can't go that way. Oh my god. Where did I heal my wounds up from? We're healed up, big boy. Finally, man, I'm stupid. Took way longer than it should have, I'll tell you what. Wow. Alright, Carl, since you're not complaining from being stranded out in the snow, hungry, cold, apparently bleeding, can't see, what does make you complain, Buckaroo? I'm loving what
Spread
welcome
out
to
in
Maston region.
Of untouched forest, bellowing caribou, everlasting snow.
I'm liking the approach they've taken with the game so far.
The Manistan region was no tourist hub. It was said to have been populated for millennia by Cree people, and ever since the industrial era,
By Cree
by
people?
the metal mining industry.
Oh. I don't know which way it's supposed to be
The
going.
truck was running on fumes. Good thing that the general store was close by.
Why is there a tree in the middle of the road? Okay, I was like, what the hell? Are we there? General store? Store general? Yeah, there we go. Achievement mine. Woo!
The pumps wouldn't surrender their divine nectar so easily. In all likelihood, they had to be switched on from inside the store. A milkman had to drive by every week to fill the bottles. The fresh milk indicated a recent visit. Carl had
Holy
no
hell,
trouble
Yardie.
recognizing his employer. He had been killed. There was no need to be a detective to figure that out. Only a detective
Carl
could have
could
noticed that the
recognize his
killer had to
employer.
have been very close.
He was killed.
That the fatal blow had been given before the victim even realized.
So what do I do? Keep pictures?
What could be
It's an
inside that
envelope.
envelope?
Mr. John
was
Vaughan
taken aback.
Montreal. Oh,
He
let's
knew
read
this
it.
address. It was said to be the address of the P.O. box for the Canadian Secret Service.
Ooh. Mysterious.
An explosion
Something-
suddenly occurred outside.
Oh, you do have to. Customer
According
credit.
to that log, it seemed like the whole village owed some money to the general store. Carl was far more interested in the bunch of nearby addresses he had just gotten his hands on, though.
Okay.
Carl knew
Letter
that
from
Gilles
Giles.
Lachance was in
You know
charge
what,
of the
Hamilton?
general store. That made him one of Hamilton's employees. A very angry employee, as Carl could plainly see.
Shut up, dude! You know what, Hamilton? I have a frog in my throat. And you know what people have a frog in their throat? And when people have a frog in their throat, they do not take risks by going to work. Customers could catch it, right? Wise man, not to worry, I'll have a nice doctor's note, which I'm going out to get right now. Sadly, in the meantime, I'll have to close down the shop unless you would like to come fill in for me. I wouldn't dare advise you. After all, you must know how it's done since it's yours now. With kind regards, your dedicated manager, Giles. Seemed like a real asshole to me. What's the point of this? Oh, sherry wine. 17. You know what happens in the dark stays in the dark. Fire starter. General store also has services at the post office. To open the cash register, punch the price. 2 numbers minimum. Press sale. Turn the crank 2 times. Punch the machine if it doesn't work. Okay.
The note explained that the garage and the store couldn't be supplied with electricity at the same time.
Main store turn on.
Maintaining his composure,
Oh, damn, that's
Carl
wolves.
recalled something from his military training. Wolves always stay away from populated areas. Wait, was it about bears?
To punch this. Let me go get. Can I go get my gas real quick?
A radiator without power is as good as a wood stove without logs. The pumps wouldn't surrender their divine nectar so easily. In all likelihood,